Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're having a lovely day. Let's listen to a little bit of Yes. Let's go ahead and finish out the album Time and a Word, released 1970. We're going to finish out the album with the tracks Clear Days, and then we're going to listen to Astral Traveler. Time and a Word is actually the first song that I listened to from this album, and that was a long time ago. I'm not 100% sure, I may re-listen to it just to kind of like see if my thoughts changed from years ago. I guess it is years ago now, till now. And now that we've actually listened to the album. But for now, we're going to settle in with these two tracks, Clear Days and Astral Traveler. Astral Traveler is a title that I've always seen pop up in the recommendations and from Yes. And I've always thought that it was a really cool title for a track, Astral Traveler, traveling through the astral plane and out-of-body experiences and all that kind of stuff. I think that's fascinating. I just think that's really cool. Whether fiction or nonfiction, I just think the idea is really cool. So I'm excited to listen to that one. But before that, we will listen to a little bit of Clear Days, of which there haven't been many over here in Florida. It's just been overcast and rainy, but you know what? I'll take it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a wonderful one. This is Yes with Clear Days.
Knew a sweet young girl. Her body was her world and love. Her laughter was as happiness is. Of all the times I treasure this, and on a day we will remember, on a clear day we knew a sweet young dream, that if life itself were all we had, and who are we to ask for more? Let's not be sad, let's be sure, and on a day we will remember, on a clear day we'll be together.
Okay, we're gonna let it go into Astral Traveler. I just want to talk about Clear Days just really quick. When we listen to Astral Traveler, I'll go back a little bit to let that kind of fade in a bit. How do you guys feel about the strings, the orchestra in this album? Obviously, compared to their later works, in which they didn't have any, in which they really just had the magician of Wakeman, who filled that role magnificently. But I really like the different direction that you have here, the direction that they had in the beginning, where they had the strings. And it really just adds a different nuance to the band. It adds a different nuance to the whole sound throughout this whole album. It's made it stand out. Sometimes when you listen to an established band and you listen to their earlier roots, their earlier albums, sometimes you listen like, yeah, I can hear where they were, starting, but it's like, eh. But I think that this is actually quite strong. I think Time and a Word is actually a pretty good album, perhaps an underrated album. I mean, when you think about the mountain of their discography, perhaps albums like this may seem to be a stone or seem to be a pebble, and yet these are the pebbles that were the foundation of the Temple of Yes. I don't know where I'm going with that. I think the strings are a nice addition. Clear Days seems to be just kind of a little sweet, simply put, interlude between the last track of A Prophet, moving into the next track of Astral Traveler. So it seems to be just a calming after the storm, perhaps before the storm. We're going to find out as we move into Astral Traveler. Let's talk about the lyrics, though, before we move forward. I once knew, that was the chair. I promise you that was the chair. I once knew a sweet young girl. Her body was her world and love. Her laughter was as happiness is. Of all the times I treasure this, that on a day I will remember, on a clear day, we once loved forever. So he's reminiscing. By the way, John sounds really good when he's singing this. He's just reminiscing on those sweet old days with this sweet young girl. And it's a clear day because it was a clear day in his memory that he spent with this person, but it's also a clear day for remembrance. He's also thinking about this event with clarity. You know, so it's kind of a clear day in two senses there. I once knew a sweet young dream that if life itself were all we had, and who are we to expect so much more? Let's not be sad. Let's all be sure. And on a day we will remember, on a clear day, we'll all be together. So he expands the idea of a romantic relationship, of nostalgia, expands it into a worldview, which he does a lot in his lyrics. He takes a simple idea and, makes it seem a little more, what's the word? I had it and I lost it. He makes it a little more appropriate on a bigger level. He expands the scale of it. And he says that, this life that we have may be just a fleeting dream. And we don't know what's expected after. But let's expect and enjoy what we have today. So let's go ahead and let the last few seconds of Clear Days play as we move on to Astral Traveler. We'll all be lucid dreaming soon. That's what we call a staple. That's a track that holds everything together. That's a track that's a mainstay. You come for that track. You're looking forward to this one. Astral Traveler? Alright, Bruford, oh, he's absolutely getting down. I love how he comes in on the pre-chorus on here, just hitting with such depth. It like resonates really well. The effect that's going on John's voice, I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's almost like he's singing into a fan or something. I don't know what it is. But I like that kind of quirkiness, wavering feeling. It's vibrating throughout the whole song, the way he's singing in that. And I think that's a really cool effect. I mean, Astral Traveler, his voice kind of sounds far out, kind of sounds a little bit cosmic. I love the way that Peter starts up the riff in the intro as the strings from Clear Days died away, so his guitar begins to rise, and then off of that riff, everything else is built around. I mean, Squire and Bruford are absolutely killing it in here. The break, that long instrumental section, which isn't like long, but it's perfect in its respite, it's perfect in its technicality. You hear Squire hitting them high notes down there, and he like, I can't even like mouth how fast he's playing in certain parts, but he's just like, and then I love what Bruford's doing to accent that. That's just really cool. Now, listening to the verse, I'm going to need you guys to help me out on this one because I'm losing my mind. Listen to the verse in this song, and it sounds like another song from Yes that I have no idea what it is. I can hear the other song, but I can't place it. But to you, let me find the verse really quick. Doesn't it sound like another song? This. It sounds so much like another Yes song, and I can't tell you what it is. But I heard this, and I'm like, this appears somewhere else. I can't tell you where. That's why I said I'm going to need your help. But it sounds like it's from another song. And I know like someone's going to say it, and I'm going to be like, oh my god, how did I not think of that song? That's what it is. I just can't place it because I have Astral Traveler in my head right now. But yeah, the part where Bruford comes in, and as Squire gets down with that thumb, I think that is so cool. And when he says, go, when he does that little downturn, like it adds an almost not creepy, but maybe an ominous vibe to the song, which goes alongside with like the vocal effect that's happening. This song just has like small twists and turns that I feel make it pretty strong. Listen to this instrumental part. Listen to those fast bass pickings. And then the quiet raising of the organ. This reminds me of Genesis a little bit. Yeah. See, listen to Squire. He's picking so fast there. Gotta love the fill. And listen to Bruford's drumming back there. That's jazzy as it moves around. Oh yeah. That's a good track. That's a really good track. I enjoyed that. Lyrically, we're really having an out-of-body experience here. And in the ruins of the balloon stood a man with glasses held high. He's like, hey. Wondering when to do it again. Have another fly into the sky. Somewhere flying high. Now he's talking about the ruins of the balloon. I think he's just using a balloon as an example, something that floats away into the sky. Kind of like but he's relating that to the experience he just had. He's the balloon. And he was like, wow, I was just having an out-of-body experience. How do I do that again? You know? Astral Traveler, leaving without her. Wandering where lights go, leave out the body load. I like how he says the body load. Like the body is what's weighing you down from the freeness of your mind and your spirit. Once in the air, people who dare get a great respect in being Astral Traveler. Heavenly flight, wondrous night, and all the sights worth seeing, just believe in. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering splendor. It's like a magic carpet ride, but for your spirit. And then the lyrics just repeat from there. He's just poetically describing an astral experience, an astral travel, if you will. Astral projection, that's the word I want. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of these tracks. You can let me know in the comments below. I hope that you're having a great day. Thank you as always for being here. You can support me on Patreon if you'd like. You can follow me on Twitter. If you'd like, you can do so many things, but I do hope that you enjoy your time here. Come back tomorrow if you're so willing and interested. I'll be here. Hope that you will be too. And I'll see you then, guys. Bye.